still the focus, but the message doesn't change. But how do you apply that? How do you teach that? Does that change as you get closer to the playoffs at all?
We haven't taught defense by now. We shouldn't be coaching. I mean, it's a mindset right now. It's a focus, and it's this time of year throughout the league. It's a epidemic. You know, guys don't see the end of the season. Some teams are playing for things, but still they look at the record, see who you're playing. It's a lot of things that factor into it, and we got to understand and learn that we got to bring the same effort and focus every night. It's not something you teach. I mean, we're not going to change defensive fundamentals. You can't drill it. It's too physical. So it's a mindset of understanding where we are in the season and what we're playing for.
In a way, are you fighting your own players' excitement? Are you fighting your own players' excitement, some of the younger players?
Yeah, I don't see excitement when you're letting guys drive by you with one dribble. So it's a mindset of understanding the focus. It's not a lack of energy. The guys are playing hard. We're just not focused on what we need to do or what we're trying to do scheme-wise and playing smart. If anyone watched the game last night and say our guys didn't play hard, that wasn't the issue.
Despite the record for New York, are you expecting them to come out like an animal in a corner tomorrow night?
Well, Philadelphia attacked us last night. I think every team now, either whether they're playing for contracts or playing for playoff positions, everybody right now are going to be attacking. Now it's up to us to make sure we play hard and smart, and that's where we are with our team defensively. Because a lot of the situations last night, we were playing hard. Two guys would rotate to the ball and it wasn't the right person rotating. Transition defense, we weren't communicating. We were sprinting back, but we just weren't communicating. So just a lot of things focus-wise on what we're trying to do.
The discrepancy in the paint, how much of that is on the bigs?
Low body is on the ball, on the perimeter players. The bigs can only do so much, but if you let a guy go by you one dribble to the rim, it's not a lot that a big guy can do. That's just too fast for him to get there. So we saw it on the film, we showed the film, we talked about it, we went through it this morning. But again, it's something that is going to have to be internal. You know, guys have to decide individually, I'm going to guard my yard, and I'm not going to let a guy blow by him. And tomorrow night is a different animal because now you have three-point shooters. So now not only you have to close out to a three-point shooter, but contain to catch that first dribble to keep him from going into the paint.
How do you assess the Knicks, Dwane, when you see them on film?
I tell you what, I see a hungry team. Somebody mentioned it. A team that's shooting the ball well. Their offensive efficiency has gone up since they've gotten into the playoff races, shooting a truckload of threes and making them. So again, we have to guard the three-point line, but at the same time, with us, we've got to be able to guard individually. One-on-one defense, and that's something that when you're guarding a guy like Carmelo, a guy like J.R. Smith, is not easy to do.
Schedule you have to finish, you're playing, with the exception of New York, some teams that are kind of out of it. Is it something you have to guard against to get lulled into an up-and-down kind of game?
Yeah, and Michael, the thing is again, those teams that are not in it are still playing for guys are playing for contracts, they're playing for respect. They're trying to let you know, hey, we're not bottom feeders. And again, the teams that we're playing like New York, who are fighting for that last spot, are coming out to fight for something. So whether you're doing one or the other, guys are coming out. We've got to understand that. We've got to recognize that as a team and say, hey, we've got to come out and play smart. We're playing hard, but we just got to play smart.
Well, Carmelo Anthony, he's going to at least have the benefit of some rest. They haven't played since Sunday. What are you expecting from him tomorrow? We expect nothing but their best shot. I mean, they're going to come out, the guns a-blazing, playing hard, as we should, after our defensive performance last night. So, I expect both teams to come out, and I think it'll be a hard-fought game. But then, again, we've got to play hard and smart. Sorry, Dwane, do you think a team like the Knicks could summon a defensive edge in this group, because they're a marquee team?
I tell you what, Tyson Chandler is one of the best defensive rim protectors in the league. They switch a lot. We've got to handle their switching, and again, when they switch, they can disrupt you. And they can be a very effective defensive team. They were one of the top defensive teams in the league last year with a lot of the same players.
What was your assessment of Patterson when you watched the film from yesterday?
I thought Pat had a solid game. I think he's getting his feel back offensively. Defensively, Young hit some tough shots, only a couple times that he really, just blow by him and with no excuse. But he made Young make some tough shots. Again, just playing smart, understanding rotations, communication. A lot of those things are something as a team we've got to do, not only just Pat.
And obviously, if Amir can go, he'll go back to his role.
We'll see. We'll see where he is. Pat is doing a good job, and what I don't want to do is I want Amir to be healthy. We don't want to go in 2-3 minutes and now you got your rotation messed up, and we'll see how he feels tomorrow. And his is a day-to-day thing, so we want to make sure he's 100%. But again, if he's not, it's going to be on Pat, Tyler, and Chuck to make sure they man that position.
Was he able to participate today?
Yeah, he did. He participated today. We didn't do a whole lot, bang stuff, but he was able to go. I mean, again, it's a day-to-day thing. I mean, he probably could have went last night if it was totally needed, but again, we've got to get him healthy.
Dwane, do you ever do mentally kind of like what kind of playoff rotation you like to have in terms of numbers? That's all predicated on matchup.
Who we playing? I mean, if you can tell me who we're playing, I'll get that mental part in there. But right now, nobody has a crystal ball to understand who we're playing, and all I got to do is worry about right now from here going forward, continue to execute offensively, continue to execute defensively. And it's not effort, it's making sure if we put a different scheme in to make sure we execute it.